Let's get to it. In a few minutes, we will get the opening kickoff between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's live from the Steel City. Two teams that have been in a bit of a tailspin. Wait, what? All WWE content is leaving Peacock? Fuck, Wesley, are you sure? What do you want, Mr. Griffey? All WWE Network library will remain on Peacock until March 2026. However, PLEs will start moving on as 2025. And NXT PLEs will stay on through March 2026. Oh, good God. Don't tell me I'm going to have to cut off all NXT shit. And I only got to do NXT for basically a little less than a year and a half. So I've been looking in, which isn't good which is not good, and more so, even less so if you're Buffalo. We've had a few close calls today on the other side of the ball in the NFC. I mean, Tampa Bay and Carolina got 3-point wins over Los Angeles and Arizona, respectively, keeping a half-game advantage in the South to Tampa. Could be a full game at best, with Tampa getting an easy game, though one could argue a trap game next week in New Orleans. I mean, against the Saints. If I can say this about Carolina, Bryce Young is emerging as a quality QB now. Last time out against Houston, 24-34, 253, 2 picks, and sacked 8 times was Josh Allen. Yeah, no Deion Dawkins, no Spencer Brown, no Dalton Kincaid, no Joshua Palmer, no Curtis Samuel. It's a cold, wet day in Pittsburgh, and it's been pretty cold up and down and wet all day up the East Coast up and down the East Coast when you think about it. Pittsburgh won the toss, they're going to defer it. Ty Johnson over the 20. And down he goes to the 23-yard line. Josh Allen against Pittsburgh in regular and postseason. He's only lost once. 13 touchdowns to 3 interceptions in the ratio and over almost 3,000 yards thrown against them. 75 rushing touchdowns a lifetime. Tied for most all-time by a QB is Josh Allen. And off to Cook. Cuts to the outside. He's over the 25, 30, 35, 40, and pushed out the 42, gain of 19. I counted 19, Jim. Goes the other way. It's incomplete. Was looking for Shakir. Didn't get to him. Second down. James Cook with 6 games of 100 or more rushing yards against a mediocre rush defense of Pittsburgh that gives up the 18th most yards on the ground. Miami edged out New Orleans 21-17. Jets got a game-winning field goal over the Falcons 27-24. Hand off to Cook up the gut, and he's going to get 2, maybe 3. It's a fumble. Are you kidding me? Last game against Houston, Buffalo went 5 for 16 on third downs. From the 44. From the gun. Knox in motion. Snap. Allen's throw is caught by Shakir or Cooks. First down. First catch is a bill for Brandon Cooks. This is bullshit blazing. Still my heart is raging. First and 10 from the 43. It's a toss to Cook, and he's only going to get 1 out of that. TJ Watt all over him. False start on Alec Anderson. That's going to push him back to the 47. Has to swing over to Cooks. He'll get back to the original line. He'll get those 5 yards back. Throw to Davis. It's picked off. It's picked off. Eccles was down on the catch. And that's what this Steelers defense thrives on. Turnovers. Slant pass and he maintains control as he comes down with it. Metcalf with a catch, he'll get 9. Sorry for those wondering what I'm doing. I'm trying to order my dinner from Mickey D's. Anyway, let's look at Tony Romo's tape room with the heavy personnel on the offensive end for Pittsburgh. This is what happened last week against Chicago. Earn a foot. Piles moved, first down. Warren, you'll get nowhere. So the screen, Warren gets 3. And it looks like this could be a 3 an extended version of a 3 and out. They'll give him 2. They get the snap off. Drop back by Rodgers. He's going to fling it. Incomplete. Will there be a flag on this one? No, there will not. Steelers will have to punt. Tre'Davious White with the breakup. No, I said I wouldn't do it. Kick is away. The ball's on the 18-yard, and the Bills will set shot at their own 18. What's up, Mosley? Salute. Don't call me fucking Snarf. To anyone who wants to come in, sending a link now.
The Giants ain't playing today, but color me impressed. You guys actually won. I thought you'd fail at this by having a 33% chance. But that's okay, because you guys are as good as done.
My pot. I think I had Buffalo in this. 1st and 10 on the 18. Hand off to Cooks. Cook, and he's going to plow forward for 9. Allen has been on the run almost the entire season. 2020, last year, only 14 sacks, and he gave it away 8 times. This year, 28 sacks and 11 times coming into this one. 8 of them last week against Houston. Seventh game this year with a giveaway for Josh with that pickoff. 2nd and 2. So he's not been as secure with the ball as he was last year. Going to hand off to Cook again. He's got the first down over the 30. And they'll give him 4. Or 5. Chargers get on the board over Vegas. That's no-brainer. Cook has run for 40 yards on 6 carries so far, so he's been basically the workhorse for the Bills in this game. Ball to 31. He'll sit out this play. Up the gut and a first down for Davis. $15-yard pickup puts the ball at the 46 of the Bills. Off to Davis. He cuts. He's over the 50 in the Bills in the Steeler territory and down at the 41. Gain of 13. From the 42. And off to Davis again. But they're going to swallow him this time for a loss of 5, maybe 6. Two. I counted 5 or 6 on that one, Jim. Fuck the forward progress rule. If you're going backwards, whereas you're brought down where you get stopped. From the gun, empty set, and sink one man in motion in the backfield. And Anderson jumps the gun. Somebody pop this. I gotta go to the bathroom, folks. 2nd and 17, ball at the 45-yard line. Ball back in midfield. Or the Pittsburgh 49 at the very least. Drop back. Jump pass. Screen to Ty Johnson, and he'll get 7. Now they're going to give him 6. 7.
They intercepted the slant. Another quick pass. They're trying to protect, make sure Josh Allen, after 8 sacks last week, doesn't have to. Rightfully taken away. It had just
Third and 10 from the 43. Sorry, I had to let one. Had to walk the dog, if you know what I mean. I don't mean I don't have a dog anymore. I mean, well, you get the picture. Drop back by Allen. Chase out of the pocket. Try to get away at the last minute, but it's dropped by Johnson. Incomplete. Fourth down. And the Bills will have to punt it away again. 3:27 left in this first quarter. Herbig on the pressure. They're going to go for it? I mean, if you're trying to trick Pittsburgh into going offside, okay. And they're not going to get it. They'll take the penalty and just go for the punt. Pushes the ball back to the 47-yard line. And this win, even if you were going to try for a 55-yarder, kick is away. And that's going to go in the end zone for a touchback. I can't pick the game up anyway, guys. Oh, man, I forgot. Justin He said it doesn't matter. Right. The only reason I got it last week's Carolina San Fran game was because second most among active head coaches is Mike Tomlin having a win column at 189 wins. Only guy eclipsing him, Andy Reid. First and 10 from the 20. Pitch to Metcalf or Kenneth Gainwell, and he's only going to get 2 out of that. Most consecutive years without a losing record. The 65 to 85 Cowboys, the 04 to 24 Steelers, the 01 to 19 Patriots. If Pittsburgh reaches that threshold of 9 wins this season, they'll break the record. They'll break the deadlock between them and Dallas. From the 22, man in the backfield. Figure that. Will Warren will get 4. Third down. But if it's in his left hand, then the ball is then his handoff ability is basically compromised. Referring to Rodgers, you see the cast on the fractured left wrist. Hand it off with the right hand, he's good. Left hand, it's a little compromised. 3rd and 4, empty set. Rodgers going deep. And he overshoots Wilson, and Pittsburgh will have to punt it on it. And Pittsburgh goes 3 and out. At this point, if that hand is really bugging Aaron Rodgers, sure, I know it's his non-throwing hand, but still, it's a grip hand. At this point, you need to bench him and let Mason Rudolph cook. Wakeman punts it away. Good kick. Fair catch, but we got flagged. Yeah, key factor here is going to be field position. Minute 41 left, and we're scoreless through the first quarter. Yeah, and that's how you want to shoot the dog. You're right. How many of us want to shoot that mutt? What? What? That kind of dog. Oh. I mean, sure, the Super Scope on Super Nintendo, which I never got. Console? No, the Super Scope game. Oh. Only 25 days to go until Christmas. Johnson, I mean, the Cooks, and he'll get about 6. Iffy. On the game 4 on the first play. 2. Pass dropped by Shakir, incomplete, and Buffalo once again goes 3 and out. Hunt is away. Excuse me a minute. Yeah. Be away I'm going to be away for a bit, so I need someone to click on the link and take over until I get back. I'm going to be at McDonald's. I was picking up a meal. It shouldn't take me long to get back. Better turn up the volume on the TV just so I can.
First quarter with each team exchanging punches, 4 punts, 4 penalties, a turnover, and no points. That last play of the quarter, the run by Warren for 12 was
No score through one quarter.
in Buffalo territory. The Steelers are for the first time. This start quarter number 2.
From the 47. Ryder drops back. Incomplete.
In Pittsburgh, is to see Arthur Smith, their offensive coordinator, former head coach at Atlanta. Second fewest catches in the league by the wideouts. Meanwhile, the running backs led by Gainwell.
Who have the second most receptions, which is ironic.
Right now, and that's the area where you're concerned if I'm Pittsburgh. When I watch the tape, they're just not threatening you downfield with explosive players enough. And I would argue the same thing on Buffalo. Both these teams.
It's 6 for 4, and nothing Seattle.
It's just not easy. Rodgers is looking for people once in a while. Arthur Smith is a great offensive coordinator. He does so much good stuff out of Tennessee. Yeah, but right there, you got a shallow cross for some man-to-man. He knows right there. DK Metcalf has to get off the field better. We know he's a good player, but he just gets hit the line of scrimmage too much and doesn't allow the process to play out the full way. He's good at other areas that they're trying to figure that out. And that's one game that it's a lot of passes. This is the guy right here that we got to start to go at the end of the year. Darnell Washington from Sniper, 6'7.5". Rodgers tries to avoid the contact and does. Points to his receiver and throws incomplete. As Terry Johnson was on the coverage of Calvin Austin, and they're forced to punt. This is going to be the most of pressure because Wyatt wasn't able to get the ball downfield and almost gets Rodgers. It's a little scrappy today, but at the end, you got to be safe with that throw, throwing back and across your body. And Austin could have kept moving that direction, but it's kind of a safe throw. If your guy gets it, he's the only one possible. So Waitman, for his third time today, field position game, you called it. Back and forth we go as Shakir stands back inside the 10. And he's going to help Buffalo's field position. With that back with Johnson, ball down at the 20. Speckles down to 26-yard line. The Steelers, this is the 61st consecutive game without scoring more than 7 points in the first quarter. Today, nothing. 0-0 the score.
A gift list. Gift counting. Who's on it? My sister, dog walker, my best friend, my college roommate, pretty much everyone. Well, we don't have something for everyone, but we do have something for all your someones. Like someone who thinks the best coffee shop could be their kitchen. Or someone who deserves
Don't
cashmere
get
as
out.
long as they are. Those
This
colors.
is a lot faster.
And for the next time for you, I think you're onto something. That's not
Here we have Max perpetuus, also known as the creature of habit. Really will he stray from his patterns, even when they lead to a dry spell. What's this? He's using kittens to explore treatments for ED instead of burying his head in the sand. And Why? He's well on his way to doctor trusted treatment options. If prescribed, is vital for reclassification. Evolve your care for sexual health, weight loss, hair loss, and more. Start today at hims.com. It's the reason Utopia 2 delivers a satisfying combination of laughs and thrill. It is the vibe. It establishes itself as the best animated film of the year, and audiences will keep coming back.
I love you.
This is Utopia 2 with PG, now playing.
We got now.
So I got this friend that said he used to be on T-Mobile, but their network kind of sucks. It's worse. One thing sucks. On cell phones, the size of prison was normal. But things change. Now T-Mobile has the best network. Well, like a lot. But I'm just another guy that adds saying the same thing. Only first and true. Check out T-Mobile to experience what it means to have America's best network. You won't believe where I am.
This'll be fun.
Looks like God's country. Not three of them.
There you go, Carol. Marshall's CBS Watch Stars full-length teaser online now.
At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. They will be hosting the NFL draft in the spring. At Wayne State Park. Right at the point at the confluence of the three rivers. Bills start the drive and a handoff again to Cook. It's worked a couple times on a first down run. Not this one. He picked up the yard. Let's check out the running game so far for the leading rushing attack. What's a good way to protect your backup offensive tackles? Just run the ball and make it a James Cook game. So far, pretty good. And just get a hat on a hat. He will find the hole. I would continue that even when you're like, all right, give it to Josh Allen. Just wait till later in the game. They've run it 11 times, Tony, for 68 yards, so very effective. Cook 8 for 43. Second and 9, play action. Dumping it off to Cook, looks around and gets past Queen. He has the first down near the 35-yard line. Well, very smart by Buffalo to come out running the football. Because as the game continues, you can play action and get help on TJ Watt right over here. Forehands. One guy hits him with his two, and the backup tackle hits him with his two as well. And you see Anderson gets the help. A little chip by Hawes and busting 6 hands out of 3 different guys. And again, worth repeating, Tony, they got Dalton Kincaid missing his 3rd straight game with a hamstring. This is the kind of game he could have had big numbers. Correct. It's Banjo's bootleg. Clock is chasing after him, but Allen gets away from him easily. Picks up 5 or 6. Hawes have blocked that side. Now let's go down the trace.
Jim, there is such mutual respect for each of these quarterbacks with each other. Adam Rodgers called Josh one of his favorite players in the league. He loves the way he carries himself. Josh talked to us about calling him a big brother, little brother relationship. Rodgers was one of Josh's idols growing up. He wanted to emulate him, be like him on the field. He said the way Rodgers influenced his career with the off-platform throws, the courage he plays with. Allen calls Rodgers the greatest throwers of all time.
Here's the handoff that gets raised to Cook. And no footnote to that. Kids, if you're a young quarterback coming up and people don't believe in you, both of these quarterbacks were not offered a Division I scholarship out of high school. They had to go the junior college route. We're talking Aaron about this yesterday. He got a little bit of interest from San Diego State, but they never offered. Meanwhile, Josh Allen, he wanted to play at Fresno State, close to home. They didn't have room for him. And that was another player. He had to go JC before landing in Wyoming. Just because they don't like you doesn't mean you're not good. You can develop too. As Davis able to back in for the first down. That's Ty Johnson. Ty Johnson. I did get that partial 15-20% scholarship to Division I East point, by the way, which their story resonates with me. But the difference with Josh Allen is what? He's got a jersey retired. Yeah. I mean, this took place last weekend after they played on the Thursday night. November 22nd is one of the coolest moments in my life and my parents' parents' lives. Being back there in Laramie, which he said was so similar for him. He's been so fortunate. Laramie and Buffalo, the vibe in those cities. The Buffalo is 10 Laramies, not the size of, but the vibe's the same. But also football. The ball's still out. Oh, he had recovered it, but he didn't pick it up. Pittsburgh got a second takeaway. Pittsburgh does it again, number 2 in the National Football League at creating turnovers and getting takeaways. And we have a second one, even though Buffalo's run the ball doing things well. But this is why they practice part of their system forever, and this is just James Cook. Yeah, his knee, his own knee knocked the ball out of his hand. Wow, look at this. Then he thought he had recovered it, and scoots free, and clean lands on the football. What a huge play right there. That was big for Pittsburgh. By the way, Rodgers has yet to complete a pass. That's the line of scrimmage, and that's the only way right now that they have a chance to take the lead, is the 2 turnovers. Number 39. First down at the 25-yard line of the Bills. Great job getting an empty formation when there's no backs in the backfield. And you'll see no press right here against Metcalf. He gets a 3 release at the line. And Rodgers looks off. Milano makes a move to the outside, creating a little bit more of a hole. And you see what Josh Allen describes as one of the best throws of all time, if not the best. Josh Allen's in that discussion too. Okay, this is right deepest anybody's driven in this game so far. To the 25 and first down. And the bootleg. We wanted to go with Smith, it wasn't there. Instead, the ball bounces off the chest of Washington, who you've been calling for as a presence in this game. I take it back after that. He is the guy, though, that I think you're always looking at the ability for someone. Do you want to hit him right in the middle of his chest? I don't know as a thrower. Is that a good leaving the bullseye? I think like, the strike right down the middle when the guy doesn't swing. But to me, he's the guy that has that future. He's coming out, still has ways to go. But he can be a separator, right? Versus man coverage, etc. He is emerging. Everybody in the vicinity will tell you that. He dropped that time, though. 2nd and 10. Dane, what a catch that was. Off the shoestrings. And there he goes. Comes down to the 9-yard line. Got away. Not only made the catch, he somehow eluded Tre'Davious White. And it goes for 17. That was incredible. This ball's going to be low. Wow. That was next level. And this is why we talked about him being the number 2 receiver. He's a running back. But really where Rodgers looks to, if Metcalf is covered and he shows off wide. Boy, the nose of the football just ball through on the right hand. They got 1st and goal just outside the 8. It's where you want a big boy this team. See if you can just impose your will and run it right at him. They think it's Warren. Now they go to Warren. In the middle. Down to the 2. Tries to squirm for another yard. I think they'll mark him at about the 2. This is just a great play call. I want you to watch right here on the edge. Russo's going to be unlocked. Rodgers does that little arm angle, but it's an extension of the running game. And then we'll find the fighting on the outside for no reason. Yeah, Metcalf and Benford going to the ground. No flag. That's the arm angles that Josh was talking about with Aaron. That was a big call. It was basically getting a 6-7 yard run game. 2nd and goal from the 2. A lot of big people in down here. On top again. Look out. Deep with late. Whoa. Aaron looked up and all of a sudden he had a player right on top of him. Dorian Williams. Well, look, he has the ability to run the ball, but he's going to look up here and say, there's no safety help. I'm going to throw you the ball. Metcalf win. Win on top. He doesn't win. And by that point, it happened so fast. He's like, he might have wanted, he doesn't have time to get it to him. He should have ran a fade or something. I say if he stays out, you can get hit with someone coming through. It's a running play. You're not walking in the pass. 3rd and goal. Then they got into the end zone with Warren and a Pittsburgh touchdown. So late flag just hit the ground at the 4-yard line. Pittsburgh went huge there. They went in motion with an offensive lineman. Spencer Anderson is a backup, giving the lane for Warren. And this game's going to be a little bit of that, where just big people come in and impose their. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Pittsburgh number 4, made a 15-yard penalty on the drive. And that probably carried over from the previous play that we showed you where Metcalf and Benford were going after it. But here is Warren finding the seam and into the end zone, and his 4th rushing touchdown in the last 5 games. And you saw Seaballer do a great job as well in there. And I think both these teams have a very similar structure coming in. And how about that? They're starting to run the ball there. They had a chance against Chicago last week. Offense performed pretty well. I thought Mason Rudolph did a great job helping out the last couple games. Just couldn't quite get the victory. They lost that one 31-28 in Chicago. And now today, by virtue of the Rams' loss at Carolina, the Bears are the current #1 seed in the NFC. Watching that tape, and by the way, also did the Eagles. Take a penalty on the kickoff. So they'll take the unsportsmanlike later. We see you get Mike Tomlin, you get Sean McDermott. Ben Johnson, what he's done in Chicago, when you watch the tape, it's more than impressive. He is the difference maker why they're leading the division. Boswell, perfect 29-29 on PATs this year. And the reliable kicker of Rice knocks it through. 91 points, all turnovers by the Steelers this year. That's tops in the NFL. Set up off the quick fumble. And then Warren does the rest. You've earned this, so hold it up high. Because everything you do behind the scenes Emmett Smith is a legendary football and dancing star, but he also has Geico like a regular person. So we had one translate. The whole routine was getting steady.
His last insurance company wasn't doing it for him.
So, this box had to try.
He switched to Geico.
Like 5, 6, 7, 8, $900.
He saved over $900 by switching.
You're not Emmett Smith, but we'll treat you like him. It feels good to get the star treatment. It feels good to Geico.
Oh, hey, man. Need some tickets? I got two. Yeah, I just need your credit card.
Visa's fraud protection checks more than 500 data points on your transaction. In other words, it knocks scammers on their butts.
Hey, what you gonna do now?
That security code.
Hello.
You won't remember my name. This is the last time you will see me at the top. I'm going to carry on. I'm going to carry on. This is the point I give up. But not today. I want to carry on. You will see me at the top. This is the last time you will remember my name. Power of Dreams, proud partner of Team USA. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Honda, proud partner of Team USA. FedEx, the new power move. And by Geico, it feels good to Geico. We're back here at Pittsburgh again. Jake's territory. There was that unsportsmanlike penalty call that the Bills said they'd take it on the kickoff, which puts Boswell and the ball the team back at the 20. You get confused by this, Jim. When you have an unsportsmanlike conduct after a touchdown, there is no option to carry that penalty over to the kickoff. They needed to enforce that foul on the PAT. So somehow that one got away from the men on the field. And Wedgie's great. Buffalo returns it only across the 30 with Davis. All right, Josh Allen and the Bills find themselves in a hole. 7-0. They turned it over twice. They've been running the ball well. But guess what? The ball. Turnovers matter more than the yards that you gain. Here comes the play action. Right? Look at that patience. He takes off. Nice run by Cook. Before tackled down by Harrison. Pick up the 14. Great job by Shavers. Coming in on the edge. He's got to fit the gap and go in there and block someone, and that's where the ball's going to end up. He does a great job on the safety, Duggar. And this is why Buffalo can impose their will. They just got to stop turning the ball over like they've been in the games that they've lost recently. To say they have 88 yards in this first half on 15 carries, you think they have maybe a couple of touchdowns on the board, but they've turned it over twice instead. Look, adding 3 more. He's down to Trace.
Jim already down 2 tackles. Keep an eye on center Connor McGovern. He was having his left elbow looked at throughout that whole last drive. He was on the bench, and the trainers were looking at it, put a sleeve on it. He was in a lot of pain. He is trying to play through it, but certainly something to watch. They can't go down 3 offensive linemen, guys.
That's a big issue. Dawkins out with a concussion, Brown out with a shoulder. They might have a shot at having them back next week when they host Cincinnati.
Well, that's why you bring these guys in. They help chip on the edges.
Same inside. And after Allen, who just shrugs off the sack, and then gets foul driven back by Duggar after a 4-yard gain.
Well, it didn't. On Allen's left side, and that's why you see Highsmith, who's been banged up from time to time this year, but when healthy, he's been a wrecking crew. Look at this. Denmark going to left tackle after playing right most of the time, and Josh takes a little hit at the end, but good job getting yards.
Allen was banged up in the game against Houston. He was sore all over, including his shoulder. He took that hit and got right back on his feet to face this 3rd and 3.
Watch his legs.
Here he goes. Good call, Tony. He's got a first down. He 3, got 4.
When they're leading, when they feel comfortable, look at this. When it gets chippy,
They got Cam Hayward, the 15-year vet, having a little word with the guy that he has to know well from all the many things that they both have done with their careers.
don't make him mad. There's certain guys, he's going to be, hey, good job, right? Josh using the legs on a 3rd down play like you expect in big situations, but you don't make Hayward upset. Ooh, going right at Josh Allen. Just telling you, he can impose his will if he gets upset.
1st and 10, toss, Cook. They run to Hayward's side, and they pick up 2. Highsmith on the hit with 5 minutes to go in the half.
The old Reggie White. The deal, and Hayward's not exactly in year 6, but he's still playing great football. Just to me, you want to always be nice to those guys. Great sack, Reggie. You'll never do it again. You're terrible. That's what he's going to do in the next one.
We'll see.
He's going to club that guy and throw him and come right back in.
He also don't want to make Josh Allen mad.
That is true.
2nd and 8. If you look here,
He's knocked down by Duggar, who's made a couple of plays on this series. Huge acquisition, Duggar, and almost gets an interception. Hayward is over there on the throw. Buffalo lucky this wasn't intercepted. Ball keeps coming up fast, right? Run the ball, come up fast. So in Pittsburgh, you start to get a little closer to the line. You don't keep going back very far.
Allen has thrown for 37 yards on 4 out of 9 passing.
You got 3rd and 8, and you know you got to protect the edge. You can't let TJ Watt wreck the game right here.
The pass, Johnson, finding Ford near it. see the spot. It's right on the line. It's going to be enough for the first and Pierce. Yep, they move the chase.
Mississippi Jordan Porter Jr. giving up too much space. I'll keep saying it, but they're going to throw the ball quick. You don't need to be backing up. Now he has a responsibility as a cover third corner to get depth, but just be patient as you drop back. If it's not a quick throw, then you can get back.
Dave Davis to the near side.
Big game, Gabe.
Big game, Dave. Big game, Gabe. We caught a lot of his touchdowns through the years.
He's had some big ones.
Travers also in the receiver spot. Handoff though to Cook. Going through all that traffic. Porter. What a solid tackle. He got away from him. Look out. 6 of 7.
He's been the staple of Pittsburgh for a long time. It's going to be a run right here, and he'll get up and then decide to cut this back, and that's why his vision is next level. Sets you up, moves the interior of the defense, but great open space tackling by Porter. Pittsburgh staple all these years, not quite as well this year. Big men run, little guys tackle.
3 receivers set on 2nd and 3. Of the quarterback. Queen is in that mix, and
I mean, this, I thought probably should have been a penalty. Clearly slides, and right here you got to lift up a little bit. That's your Queen, maybe.
the ball pops out after it already slid, and Gene, should this been a personal foul?
In my opinion, I think it should have been, Jim, because when Josh Allen does slide, it makes contact, it is down by contact. Patrick Queen kind of has not committed to the tackle yet. Now, he hasn't made contact with the head and neck, but I think it's a late hit because Josh Allen's already clearly down before Queen makes a committed tackle to him. So I think there is something there for a late hit.
Play goes on, no flag. One replay assist, it's 3rd and 2. They didn't reset the play clock. It's running down here to 2 seconds. Sludge Allen trying to convert for the second time with his legs on this drive, and he does so. Got an injured Steeler, Patrick Queen.
Second time in this drive, 3rd and 3, his legs. 3rd and 2, his legs.
Allen and Hayward are still exchanging pleasantries.
Well, you can see how important this game is to both franchises.
Right, with the injured player, we're going to step aside. 2:20 to go in the second quarter.
Hey, did you know you can get up to 15% cash back Black Friday through Cyber Monday with Rakuten on top of sales? That's huge. What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Everything I got there. 45. It's time to scrape the colon cancer. Also, I'm just going to porch.
I knew that.
It's true. The Cologuard test comes to you.
Just ask your provider or request online.
That way you can check your colon cancer on your terms. It's effective and non-invasive.
False positive and negative results may occur. It is not for those at high risk. Skip the drama. Ask your provider. Request Cologuard online.
Ever since we told Jason Kelsey NFL Sunday Ticket is just $48 for new users, he hasn't stopped cheering. NFL Sunday Ticket, now just $48 for the rest of the regular season.
How about that 2 for $25? You get 1 half and 2 entrees, like our new grilled cheese cheeseburger. Sound good anymore? Smart kid.
Applebee's 2 for $25. 1 half and 2 entrees.
I don't always make her lunch, but I do always know what she has to eat.
The Tide Boosted Test. Regular detergent can't match Tide's Boosted Clean. Tests are passed.
Yeah.
It's cleaner, whiter, brighter, and fresher. It's got to be Tide. When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest. The cold lager, cold filter, cold package. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose Cherry.
The new iPhone 17 Pro?
Make their holiday wish come true with AT&T. Get iPhone 17 Pro on us when you trade in your old iPhone. Any condition. Most expensive plan ever wired.
My daughter's messing around. I don't know what to do. Tracker is all new CBS tonight after 60 minutes. And Patrick Queen hobbles to the home tent after getting injured on that last play when the Bills converted on another third down. They're 3 for 3 on third down on this drive. Malik Harrison, they're going to take his spot on the field for Queen. They're going to take it right to the community corner here, which is smart. Okay, Bills putting together their first big drive of the game, down 7. You're watching the NFL on CBS. The first ram I saw was a hit, so I'm back with a sequel. Called Eagle, fireworks, SUVs, Graham loves college football and big extremes. White sauce, football, knockout grills, all respect for the team. We're heavy in gin, with Pepsi glass, race piece on Jordan. We can hide them in the tailgate and equal war.
Who asked for a sequel?
Very good. Nothing stops college football. Nothing stops Graham. Thursday Night Football. Prime. It's all Thursday night. We will let you know.
Three double cheese. Sorry, I'm going to start Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky, backup order. We have 4 number 3 combo. If only there were backups in real life, but at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
I would have gotten it eventually. I don't know what they're thinking, but right now, every Domino's pizza is half off online. Every single pizza. Like what? I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to get half off sometime. No.
Bud Light, Folds of Honor, and the NFL are proud to continue supporting first responders and their families with dedicated scholarships. Building on 15 years and over $33 million raised. Earlier this season, Bud Light partnered with the Cleveland Browns and offensive lineman Wyatt Teller to thank Cleveland-based first responders for service to their community. With a behind-the-scenes tour of the Browns practice facility. To the families of fallen or disabled first responders, see how we can help you at budlight.com/Folds of Honor.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Domino's. Get great deals on pizza, bread bites, chicken desserts, and more. And by Target, where game day meets the holidays.
Back here in Pittsburgh, with the Verizon halftime report coming up with all the crew. Bob Cowell, of course, in there, the Pittsburgh native. This being the 20-year anniversary of Bill directing the Steelers to a Super Bowl title in Super Bowl 40. All coming up. Verizon halftime report scores and highlights. First and 10. Look at that quick cut outside. Porter's there to try to defend it. He gets his arms around him and prevents what could have been a huge gain. Instead, it goes for 4 or 5. 2 great tackles in space by Porter. That's a great one to cook. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this.
The Burger King Double Cheeseburger. Quarter pound of beef patties, flame grilled with chip slices and healthy cheese. It's love at first bite. We're not sure who invented the double cheeseburger, but it sure tastes like we did. You rule.
Lowe's knows tackling projects now mean chicken football Sundays.
Goodie stuff is ground game.
Well, we can measure it.
Measure.
Lowe's can measure pressure and install it for you.
You can't measure passion, right, Jim? Stop trying to work through. This is Jim, one of the greats. And obviously, that was a Pittsburgh timeout to stop it with 1:51 to go in this first half. Bills have a 2nd and 5 to be their first red zone snap today. It's an open edge here, no tucking there, which means what do you think it's going to end up being? A run. Again, it's good cutting outside, and Porter's there waiting for it, but this time he's got a first down. It's been a gain of about 8. They have worn out this formation and this play, duo, Sam. It's basically a double team where we're going to fit you inside on a safety, and they keep bouncing it to make the corners tackle. And Porter's done a good job twice, but it's working though. It is, because if you're going to be in zone behind as a corner, you got to make sure you don't get scenes right up at you. So they're going to be late. It's just a really good design by Buffalo to continue to attack it multiple times. There, he's got 79 yards rushing. And so far on the game, the Bills have 123 yards on the ground. See what Dom Skip has to say here. That's a great point. I think they're looking possibly at maybe leading with.
After the runner was down inbounds, that requires a 10-second runoff under 2 minutes. Pittsburgh has chosen to take a timeout. It's a 2nd and a half.
So you can take the timeout here or not. Here's the tackle. They say he was down. Which is always interesting because it hurts the offensive team a little bit. But right here, it's like, I'll take the 10-second runoff. If I'm Buffalo, I'm not using that timeout. We hear from Tracy, by the way, that Patrick Queen, it's a hip injury and he's questionable the remainder of this game. So the clock should start running. He's in bounds. 1st and 10, just inside the 12. Pittsburgh chose to take the timeout. That's why smart. He'll jump that back to the middle. He's got a nudge past the jack. Want to get close to the best Buffalo. They've ran this play at least 7 times this game. 3 in a row right here. Straight mashing you, I call it. At the line of scrimmage, hand straight up. He can bounce outside and run right through the tackles. He's bounced it a bunch this time. Stay straight for it. 2nd and 8. This clock runs down. 1:15 to go in this first half. We haven't had a 20-yard play in the game, by the way. It's close to the best, as you put it. It's been playing. You won't see many, but you'll get 1 or 2 today. Yes. Had to get out of the hurry to Knox. As the Steelers presented some pressure. He just hurried it a little bit. Trying to do a little too much, trying to look off. Highsmith right there, yes, and he knows he just needed to, but he needed to get there quickly because the defense is coming on the outside. There's just a lot that great quarterbacks see sometimes do something. Okay, again, they've been perfect on 3rd down this drive. Can they do it once more? 3rd and 8. Pass to Davis, and he is backed up near the 4. Timeout from Pittsburgh. If I'm Buffalo, I'm letting it go down. And if you're Buffalo, do you go field goal or do you go for it 4th and 2? Well, if you're going to go for it, I may take a timeout. But if I'm kicking a field goal, I wouldn't have. And another Pittsburgh defender on the ground. So Pittsburgh's out of timeouts. So regardless of who took the timeout, it would be Pittsburgh because they're automatically charged timeout with an injury under 2 in the last 2 minutes. Yeah. It's James Pierre, who's down on the ground, and again, we'll be right back.
100% of the deals you don't shop. Let that sink in. You do not want to miss Kohl's Saturdays. Sunday through Monday, get up to 50% off gifts for everyone on your list at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
Speaking of Surf Shack on Airbnb, now you can also get a surf lesson for the pro surfer. Or if you get a place in Mexico City, you can also get a taco tasting with a food credit. You can even get home in the heart of Seoul and a dance class, K-pop style. Experiences and services. Now you can Airbnb more than an Airbnb.
The holidays are all about togetherness, which is why Subway is bringing all your holiday favorites together in one bite. Oven-roasted turkey, rotisserie-style chicken, and the turf hamkin. Introducing Subway's festive flavors. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
New CBS tomorrow.
Our agents are trapped in that infirmary. They're a lot of time. Getting our agents out.
It's all new CBS tomorrow at 9, 8 Central.
We're gathered here today to witness a baptism of the newest member of the Bills Mafia, in the name of McDermott and the Holy Allen, in Lord Lady's name. Pierre walks off on his own after being shaken up. The Sunday stamina just went up for the practice squad. He's in for men, and the Bills are going for it. That's the place we played last year, Jim. 4th and 2, and under center, trying to get the offside. You're saying during the break, you think field goal. Just take the penalty.
I'm back. 4th and 3. Buffalo going forward on the 55 seconds left in the half. Timeout, Buffalo. Sorry, I missed a lot. I stupidly went to Mickey D's, even though because my mom didn't want me to burn extra money on DoorDash, so I just ordered and picked it up.
All the crew back to the studio in New York, scores and highlights of all the early action, plus there's a couple other late games. Raiders and Chargers are tied up at 7 at halftime. Seattle shellacking Minnesota. Just, you can't talk about that. Tells me you have to go for it again, Jim. And here comes Jones back out. That makes sense. Yeah. You did get the ability to see what the coverage was. So you could get your correct play call. Now, does Pittsburgh change or not? This Buffalo offense in real time has been on the field for over 30 minutes on this drive. And now it all comes down.
4th and 3. Here we go. And it looks like someone jumps, and it's going to force Buffalo to take the field goal. Prater from gets the kick. Makes the kick. Sorry if I was gone for so long, folks. I got hungry. Sue me. Either way, 7-3. Warren touchdown.
with the lead. They have no timeouts remaining. That drive, by the way, took 7 minutes and 18 seconds. So essentially half the quarter to produce 3 points. Field position game, and talk about the time. Both quarterbacks.
Whereas it only took a little over 2 for Pittsburgh to get their touchdown. From the 2. And Williams gets walloped at the 25. Flag.
Some of this chippiness is carrying over that we saw between Hayward and Allen on that last drive to this kick return.
After the play was over, personal foul. Receiving team number 41. Almost half the distance to the goal line. First down, Steelers.
Pennsylvania area who are struggling with food insecurity, providing the necessities for families to make their own Thanksgiving dinners and sharing a special meal with those in the community.
Penalties on Wilson. First and 10 from the 13. Smith with the screen catch. Brought down by Thompson. Gainwell up the gut. Gain of 11, and that'll run out the clock. And the first half comes to a close. 7-3, but Pittsburgh. Buffalo goes 125 on the ground, but they trail by 4, as opposed to 33 yards on the ground for Pittsburgh, where the passing game is anything but clear cut. 6 out of 12 for Allen for 51 yards and a pick. 6 out of 13 for Rodgers for 54 yards, throwing a fumble lost by Buffalo. And despite the fact they are more than double, held the ball for nearly twice as long as Pittsburgh, have more than double the yards of Pittsburgh, more running attempts, almost triple the running attempts, and double the first downs. Buffalo's down 4 because of those 2 screw-ups. In other games, it's tied at 7 in LA between the Raiders and Chargers, and the Seahawks are up 16-0 in the third quarter over the Vikings. I'm not surprised by that, to be honest. So Cook fumbled at the 42, and Pittsburgh recovered it, huh? Okay, that explains that. Trying to get 12 from this. Four, 54. Six, 7, 1676. Damn. I earned a lot of money this month, and most of it wasn't even And none of it was for convention purposes. Like I would normally do this one if I was going to wrestle. Great. Man, I would have a monster.
You get this 2026 Chevy Equinox. Runs $269 a month. Or free Chevy Red Tag. Both qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Equinox models. First alert weather app today. This isn't just that. It's
Pittsburgh and Buffalo comes into this in danger of falling 3 back in New England in the division hunt. Pittsburgh looking to pull a game ahead of Baltimore in the North. Yeah, I understand Joe Stango's complaint. You're not willing to call the fumble in Week 8 between the Eagles and Giants on the tush push a fumble, but you're willing to call it in the game between Chicago and Philadelphia on Black Friday? I mean, don't get me wrong. The refs have been really under the gun when it comes to how they favor the Eagles whenever they do the tush push. So much so that the teams in the AFC North has finally managed to figure out how to stop it. Has, in a way, finally managed to figure out how to stop it. The Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears have both basically finally figured out how to stop it.
CBS Tuesday, 9/8 Central. CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to Studio 43 and the Verizon Halftime Report, the best 5G network in America. There's only one best. Let's get to those highlights. Fairly simple. Geno Smith is going to look in wide open in the back of the end zone for the touchdown right there. Now up at 7, but just moments ago, Justin Herbert will toss to come on in. Second half, Chargers on top, 14-7. All right, we have the Vikings and the Seahawks. Second quarter, Max Rose. Easy that quarterback line. Trying to get rid of it. He can't do it. It's picked off by Ernest Jones. Remember that movie, Ernest Goes to Jail? This is Ernest Goes to the House. How about Slaves over there?
Yeah, and the Seahawks are just clobbering Minnesota right now, shutting them out 16-0. Brosmer not looking good in his debut as a Viking. You look at the playoff picture, a win today for Seattle, and they move into the lead in the West.
Separated themselves a bit. We got lots of massive games coming next week that are going to make this picture look a little bit different. And the big part of what our staff's going to turn over. Brandon Anderson is step aside of this slant pass right here from Josh Allen. Intercepted, and Nate Hurts
perfect. But his hand in there to knock it out. Covered by Patrick Queen. That would lead to a touchdown. The only touchdown in the first half right here. Buffalo 2 turnovers. You can see they lead 7-3. You see the quarterback comparison is a tough day to throw the football. You got the wind as a part of the elements right there. It's a very chippy game. We're looking at this in terms of the difference in this game.
Yeah, for sure. Being Captain Obvious here, Josh Allen and the offense, they're going to have to take care of the rock if they want to win in the second half. But what I want Josh Allen to do is, instead of forcing the ball downfield, and if James Cook can't get going, then utilize your legs.
Trump is man in deep state or war. Trump is setting stage to bring the deep state to justice. That's for sure. That's been the big problem with Josh Allen this year.
Quarterback to be able to run with the football, to get involved in the run game. Use some maybe more.
Chargers just took the lead on a touchdown pass just a little over a minute into the second half. 14-7 Chargers.
With that short and intermediate pass game, I tell you, take the air out of the ball. Keep it low, keep it under the wing. The difference in this game has been the secondary of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They made some open field tackles on James Cook, who's a very dynamic runner. Particularly Joey Porter Jr. that has saved them right now and held them to the field goal. And the chess match will continue in the second half as the Verizon halftime report continues.
Why the fuck didn't I start the Seattle? Did I not start Myers? Oh, wait, because Butker has been so fucking reliable. Yeah, fuck NFL fantasy. Fuck it into oblivion, as far as I'm concerned. Pittsburgh opted to defer in the first half. They'll get the ball in the second. Never again with that shit.
CBS Friday 10 on Central and streaming on Paramount Plus. Justin Hartley stars in an all-new Tractor CBS Connect after 60 minutes.
A first alert in place for Tuesdays. That'll be our next round of impactful rainfall across the area. In terms of coverage and farming updates, check back in with us over the course of the next few days. On air, online, and on that free First Alert weather app.
No cable, no problem. Search WBTV News on your connected TV and stream First Alert weather and breaking news live on your TV. Or watch anytime on your schedule. Download the WBTV News app today. Sponsored by Queen City Home Store. It's a new 2025 Audi A5 Premium for $499.
These are the gimmies I'm putting in.
If you're thirsty for It's Only Tuesday, that meeting should have been an email and really need something to go your way level of refreshment, we definitely have that. If you're feeling the heat,
Anything at the top of this tab list will be for a later date.
there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. You deserve something
From here on out.
and better. Plans with low out-of-pocket premiums, local doctors, and rewards for healthy choices. That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. And better health on a mission for better.
And compared to last month, this month is a step up, especially since I Managed to prevent myself from going to McDonald's on the frequent.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of all rights. Any other use of this broadcast, pictures, descriptions, or sounds contained NFL Productions is prohibited. Want more stats? Just ask Siri. Who leads the league in tackles? You've got these two quarterbacks with 5 MVPs between them. In the first half, there were 2 completions to a wide receiver for Pittsburgh, both to Metcalf. For Buffalo, only 1 wide receiver throw pass rated Wilson. That's it. This game looks like late season football at its best right here. It's true. When you're going in, both teams are going to be very careful with the ball, trying to do everything right, run the football. But to me, there's a way to win every football game that you're playing in the National Football League. Teams are pretty close. How do you got to figure it out? You just had to have to go. What is it that you got to find right now that gives you that little advantage to give your team that edge to go down and win this game? Keep staying face.
Of course, as we all know, Rodgers is not a running type of quarterback, but Allen hasn't done much on the ground either today. 5 carries for 16 yards. Pittsburgh has gone out of their way to contain him at any and all costs. Prater getting ready to kick it away and to get rid of the ball. The kick is away. Proceeds to the 10. And Keyshawn Williams will be brought down at the 25-yard line on a 15-yard return. Like I said, Pittsburgh needs this win to get back in front in the division, at least for a week. Especially when you got one more matchup left with Baltimore down the line. First and 10 from the 26. Warren in the backfield. Rodgers out of the gun. Fakes a handoff. Rodgers Deacon, and down he goes, and it's fumbled. Buffalo's going to recover. Touchdown, Bills. Christian Benford. Joey Bosa with the sack, and down went Rodgers. The ball got loose. Benford scoops it up and runs it home for a touchdown. That's a downside of having that cast on his left hand. If he just hands it off to Warren, this doesn't happen. Prater to kick it. Snap. Hold. Kick. Good. 10-7 Buffalo. So now both sides have coughed it up. Up twice. Saw the play action. Both got it to force. Of course it's not. 16 seconds into the half, and Rodgers makes a monumental mistake right off the bat. Williams from the 2. He's over the 10, over the 15, over the 20, 25, 30. Oh, that's Gainwell, but we got flag. Holding on the Steelers, that pushes the ball half the distance from the foul spot. And in comes Mason Rudolph. And it's that wrist yet again. Oh. Done fucked the ball. Pittsburgh's fucked the ball again, and now Mason the red Rudolph the black and gold reindeer will come into play. Started last week in Chicago. Touchdown, interception, 24 for 31 on 171 yards passing. Ball at the 18. Hands off to Warren, and Warren's not going to get more than a yard. Not getting anywhere.
Warren takes that first snap for Mason and loses the yard. Rudolph goes drafted into the league by Pittsburgh as a third-round pick. And the last time they met, you might remember, it was in a snowstorm. A game that was delayed 27 hours in Buffalo, wild card game, and he played in that game a couple of years ago. Buffalo won by the Bills.
This is the adjustment now. Okay, different quarterback. How do you adjust Buffalo?
Rudolph drops back. Goes over the middle. Hit the ground. He was looking for Metcalf. Incomplete. Third down. Flag? Automatic first down on unsportsmanlike misconduct penalty against Buffalo.
Sticking with Pittsburgh. That's the game plan coming in, which means he's not under center here. He's back right there, but still straight in line.
And up to Warren, up the gut. Tries to get free. He does, but he only gets three yards out of it.
Interesting to see how this plays out.
We're talking to Sean McDermott this week, and his rush defense has been right near the bottom of the league. Not today. New York Times say we got to
drop back by Rudolph. Gonna go over the middle. Leap. Was that picked? Yes, it was. He fucked the ball again. He fucked the ball again.
this particular year without much of reason. He craved a new look this holiday season. He searched on Google, try it on, clicked. You could see how it looked on a picture he picked. Keep on sale, shipping next day. Because he has Google, Santa Slade.
It's time for a reset. From breakfast to late night, McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back only at McDonald's.
Christian Benford again. Second turnover commit caused by him. Attributed to him for Pitt against Pittsburgh.
CBS Friday.
You have no idea who attacked you. They came up behind me. Do you know anyone wanted to hurt her? Everybody loves Adam. She's the most popular girl at school. You're covering for someone? I'd love to know why.
Sheriff Country is all new CBS Friday at 8, 7 Central and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Momentum shift for the Bills. They want to have a quick moment on the Virgin territory. There should be looking for clarification on unsportsmanlike penalty in the first half against Pittsburgh that you thought was going to be assessed or not assessed on a kickoff. Gene, what happened there?
Yeah, Jimmy, we were right in the bridge between when the play ends and when the point after try occurs.
Hand off to Cook, up the gut, down, and he's going to get 2.
They had already gotten the football ready to start for the point after try. That does allow Buffalo the option to take it on the kickoff around the PAT, and it also was Metcalf's first unsporting foul as it relates to his ejection. So that's really where we were. A little bit of a clarification there, but they were permitted to have that penalty on the kick.
All right, thanks for the explanation, Gene. And Tony, hard to believe what's happened here in the first minute and a half. 2 minutes into the third quarter.
Second 7. They got him on the 47-yard line, so he got 3. Drop back. Allen gets it loose, caught by Knox. First down. Down over the middle. Gain of 9.
Because you have 2 backup offensive tackles, not 1, 2. Which is why you can't everybody over Pittsburgh and you could have possibly won the game. You're still in it now. Wideouts and Shavers and Coleman are going to the ground with Cook.
Going to the ground to Cook. Nice cut over the 40, down to the 38. Gain of 6. Second and 4. Hand off to Cook again. He finds a seam. He's over the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Down to the 7-yard line. Gain of 31. And now Buffalo is a-rolling. First and goal from the 7. Or second goal from the 5. Knox. 2 minutes. Cook in the backfield again. Is Allen going to go to him? He does. Up the middle. trying to find a seam, and he's going to get 3.
Two backup tackles in the game. Here you go again. You always talk about legs. On that one, Josh Allen's legs. It's tied all time for touchdowns rushing for a quarterback to 75. We can't move. Would this be 76?
They're going to go from the 3. And off. Cook tries to scratch, but he's going to be dropped at the 2. So what do you do if you're Buffalo here? Go for it or play it safe and take the 3? On the one hand, if you go for it and fail, you do have the Steelers basically backed up in their own end zone at the 2-yard line. But on the other hand, if you take the points and go for the field goal, you make it a 6-point game. It's a 1-score game no matter how this plays out unless you get it into the end zone. So if you're Josh Allen, what do you do here? Looks like it's going to be a designed run or a pass. 4th and goal from the 2. Let's see what happens. Is Pittsburgh on the wiser? Drop back. Allen dumps. Caught. Touchdown. Keon Coleman.
The edge, screen rusher, gets his eyes downfield, and Coleman, that's why you stay in face and keep working at it. Your time will come back. Well, there's a lot of significance to Coleman scoring here. He was inactive 2 weeks ago because, as Sean McDermott told us, because of a discipline situation, because they then went to a short week.
Taunting Pittsburgh number 97. That's his first forward disqualification. 15-yard penalty.
Because of the short week, you see the taunting here. It's been happening all game long. They kept Coleman inactive for the game against Houston, so he's been inactive the last 2. They're waiting to see something out of him, and he delivered a catch on 4th down. Did he ever? I mean, the biggest thing is production in game 2. He was out because of the production they had with the other guys. He's back, and he took advantage of his opportunity. Sometimes that's good for a young player. Just need a reset. Good job by Sean McDermott and the staff.
Prayers kicked it. Doink. It did. It doinks. No good. It's still a 2-score game. But instead of being up 10, Buffalo's up 9.
Friends sing together. La 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 la. Friends do things together. Friends walk together. Living together. Everyone together. La 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 la. Friends, friends, friends. La la la. Friends.
Febreze. When you host, your bathroom can feel like a revolving door. Keep things fresh. Febreze bathroom. It's an outlet-free air freshener with 5 filters for 45 days. So even after you're in flush, you know your bathroom smells amazing.
Get a large stuffed crust for $99 Little Caesars. It has delicious breadcrumbs and a cheese stuffed crust that make it, what's the word? Edge crunch-tastic. You read my mind, kid. Get the lowest pricing stuffed crust for only $9.99. Little Caesars is the real deal. Pizza, pizza. Chris, what are you doing? It's only my second holiday ever. Chris, not now, Patricia. It is game day.
Sorry. Nate came to your holidays at Target. Jesus, John!
And now, holiday highlights presented by Target. Warren, the only touchdown of the first half, and then this was the game changer to this point. The Bosa strip sack, stripped up by Bedford, who had 2 takeaways in the first minute and a half of the third quarter with that interception. And then Coleman, down 4th and goal, hauls in the catch. As the second reception, the third reception of the game by a wideout. That's it, but it was a big one. And meanwhile, the Pittsburgh offense, we think Rodgers is going to be coming back in here. They've been held to only 81 total yards so far. Turnovers that matter, but Aaron Rodgers is back. He knows the importance of this game. Prater on the kick. And this is, we talked about it on Thursday.
Kicks away into the end zone.
Kicking team number 15. Ball's placed at the 25. First down.
Remember, 15-yard penalty enforced at the end of the in between downs on the taunt. So
you kick the ball out of bounds in between the 20 and goal line, and it actually goes to the 25 instead of the 30. It's a great move by the special teams of Buffalo.
hand off to Warren or Gainwell, and he'll get 1. Rodgers back in. Yeah, I wonder how bad that hand is bugging him.
He's had very little to work with down the field. And in fact, they're not running the ball, and people are covered consistently. I'm like, nowhere to go. Someone's got to get open.
It's been a defense that's been run on effectively all season long.
And that one goes over the head of Gainwell, 3rd down. Sanders with the pressure. Oh, that was tipped. Didn't see that. 3rd and 9. And off the Gainwell, he cuts right. He's going to find a seam, but he's going to be short of the first down. Gain of 8 or 7. So what do? And instead of running the dice and risking to go for it, Tomlin, hearing the boo birds come down in the Steel City, he's going to get rid of it. And with 7:40 plus to go in the quarter. This will be from the 33.5. Punt is away. Fair catch by Shakir at the 16-yard line.
Show me how to sync my holiday lights to my music.
Let's walk through it together.
Hey, Copilot, are we so far behind?
Toy assembly has declined due to high cocoa consumption.
You talking to your computer. Help me figure out these instructions.
Convert this recipe on my screen so it feeds flow.
14.
Can you read the HOA guidelines and make sure I'm not breaking any rules?
Adjust the inflatable reindeer so it's not crossing into the neighbor's yard.
Any wiggle room on the reindeer? I really like the reindeer. checked Allstate first, saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check to see if anyone was watching before I stole cotton candy from the
Tegucigalpa.
Checking Allstate first was really smart. Not checking the Jumbotron. Not smart. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds. Was it worth it? Yeah.
Doors open at 6 a.m. on Black Friday. So be the first to snag Lowe's doorbuster deals and your choice offers before they're gone. Get more holiday for less.
The Colonel was obsessed with making the perfect flaky holiday pot pie. Ever since he was gifted his very first fork. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. The best $4.99 you'll spend this season. KFC's chicken pot pie.
This isn't just combat. It's cinema. Every struggle is a film. Every tragedy, a story.
Why do I have a feeling they're not going to in Honduras?
It's where stories live, where worlds collide, where legends are made. On the new home of UFC Paramount Plus. Continues tonight. Football is a Broncos system on NBC and includes music and football. Giants square off in the Patriots on ESPN. This POT kicks off with Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. Streaming on every mobile device with NFL Plus.
Amazing shots of today's game provided by Nationwide. Football belongs to the Buffalo Bills.
7:22 in the third, 17-yard line. Buffalo has it. Cook in the backfield, 1st and 10. Cook has been pretty reliable in the ground game. They're going to hand it to him. Looks for a seam. He's going to cut to the outside, and he's going to get 5. I counted 6. Ball to 24. Allen may be limited in the air game, but the ground game has been a different question for the Bills tonight. Fake of the handoff. Allen looks, scrambles, caught by Knox, and he'll get, or Davis, or is that Henry? I don't know. Remember, Los Angeles on pace for a wild card berth. Oh, that was Jackson Hawes who caught it. Okay, never mind. And off to Cook, looking for a hole. Not going to break to the outside this time. Gain of only 1. Second and 9 from the 35. Pittsburgh's D has got to step up, down 9. Payne Wilson was on the tackle on that one. Fake of the handoff by Allen. Chase out of the pocket. Scrambles loose. Going to get free. He's over the 35, 40, and will step out the 45 with a gain of 10. Maybe he got 11 out of that. I don't know. They give him 11. Okay, maybe it was a smart move that I picked Pittsburgh, that I picked Jacksonville today. First and 10 from the 46-yard line. Hand off to Cook. No, wait. Sorry, that's 12 more yards. Another first down for Buffalo. Oh, they give Davis 13. They give Ray Davis 13 on that run. He's now down at the 41-yard line. Davis staying in. They give him the ball again. He powers his way over the 40. He's across the 35. Gets the first down. Down to the 31. Gain of 11. They have not kneed Josh Allen's arm tonight. It has been all ground and pound for Buffalo. Keep in mind, I've only called one game that Buffalo has lost in my entire career, and that was against the Jets on opening night in 23. And out to Cook. Davis again. TJ Watt swallows him up after a yard. Let's look at this running game today. The duo of James Cook and Ray Davis have been monstrous. Pittsburgh, they've gone zone weak formation. And with these cuts, stupid bearskin ads. First and 10 from the 31. Second and 10 from the 31. Allen out of the gun. He's going to drop back. Over the middle. Caught by Shakir, and he's going to get 5 on that one. Ten completions to 8 different receivers tonight for Allen. 3rd and 5 from the 26, out of the gun. Fakes the handoff. Allen's going to take off, and he's going to get 3. So, once again, you're in a situation of what do you do? On the one hand, you could go for it and try to get the first down on a 4th and 1. On the other hand, you could play it safe, and you make it a full 2-score game with a field goal, which would be about, let's see, it's on the 22, 40 yards. Instead, they're going to go for it, or at the very least, try to force Pittsburgh off sides. 4th and yard from the 23. Johnson in the backfield. They're going to give it to Ty. He's got the first down. Gain of 3.
Crazy, that stat right there. 90 yards total offense for Pittsburgh. They were almost at the end of 3 quarters. This quarter alone, 118 yards to 3. Same round, set the edge.
Dump pass is dropped, incomplete. He was looking for Coleman on the slant. An RPO slant throw, incomplete, 2nd down. Pittsburgh and Baltimore play it out next week. That's not going to be an easy one to sit through. 2nd and 10 from the 21. Allen drops back. Gives it to Cook. He's got the first. He's still on his feet, and he'll step out the 4 after a gain of 17. Or they're going to give him 14 and mark him out the 7. Let's see. Okay, nice catch there. That's actually 15 at the 6. They're going to give him 16 at the 5. And that's going to be the last play of the quarter. 3 quarters complete. Buffalo 16, Pittsburgh 7. And a chance to get back in front in the North is basically going to get squandered by Pittsburgh tonight. 3 quarters complete. Buffalo 16, Pittsburgh 7. Maybe I should have just done the Carolina-LA game today. But then again, I've only done 2 games all season where the road team has come out on top. And one of them was a Panthers game. And for those wondering what the game coverage I'm going to get next week will be, for week 14, more than likely, the CBS game I'm going to pick up is Pittsburgh against Baltimore. Or based on regional coverage. True, Indianapolis and Jacksonville also has divisional leadership stakes implications. As for my 1 o'clocker, I'm probably getting Washington against Minnesota over Seattle against Atlanta. Game of the week for my neck of the woods, no-brainer, Chicago, Green Bay, since that's where the North Division is at stake. So you basically have 3 games next week where divisional leadership are at stake. You got Baltimore against Pittsburgh going to Baltimore. You got Indianapolis heading down to Jacksonville. And you got Chicago heading into their horror house, that is Lambeau.
Amazing nurses, remarkable care. Everyone's here for the holidays. The best present.
Get 1.9% financing on 2026 Chevy Traverse models. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Siobhan Bryan is on your side. Weekdays at 4. Welcome back to Acrisure Stadium for the start of the fourth quarter. Gymnast starting almost. Tracy Wolfson, how about the backup tackles for the Bills? Vandermark, Anderson helping lead this rushing attack to 218 yards on the ground through 3 quarters. And they start to for first and goal.
First and goal from the 5. Play action pass goes behind Shakir, incomplete.
This is where Pittsburgh's going to sell out. What they did there, it's going to be man-to-man, cover 0 basically. You can't throw the ball.
Only 12 minutes of possession, less than 13 minutes of possession for Pittsburgh up to this point. Second and goal from the 5, they hand off to Cook, and he's going to get stopped dead in his tracks, loss of 2. Hayward plowing through the front line. Or maybe they'll take away 3 from him. I don't know. They take 3. Third and goal from the 8. Johnson in motion in the backfield. 3 receivers to Allen's left. Allen gonna run it. Trying to find the seam, trying to plow through, and he does! Touchdown, Buffalo! Josh Allen does it with his legs again. He now stands alone as the NFL's quarterback rushing touchdown king, passing Cam Newton. Gets this one, and now it's basically a full-blown two-score game, 23-7, Buffalo.
It's that time of year again. Happy holidays, where you can drive the Honda Wonderland of your own. The great offer on fun to drive new Honda.
Keep in mind, if the season were to end today, I believe Buffalo would be going to Baltimore, or they'd go to Indianapolis. They'd be going to Jacksonville if the season were to end today. Because right now, Indianapolis is now is WC1, with Los Angeles about to be WC2. And if Buffalo can hold on here, they'll be WC3. And then you'd have Houston. And then you'd have Houston, Kansas City, and Pittsburgh all on the outside looking in. With Indianapolis going to with Los Angeles going to Baltimore.
With this baby, let's score like a 2%. Good choice. 2% cash rewards on purchases. Terms apply. CBS Tonight after 60 minutes. Today's the day the game falls. New Matlock Thursday.
First three possessions of the second half for Pittsburgh have been disastrous. Fumble, FR6 on their opening drive, interception that led to a touch, that led to a field goal, that led to nothing, and a punt. Kick is away by Prater. Williams to the 25, spins off to the 30, and he'll be stopped at about the 34. Question is Aaron Rodgers' hand healthy enough at this point to keep going? It doesn't look like it. Personally, I would sit him next week and go to Rudolph since he's had better luck against Baltimore. I mean, if this downward spiral is because of Aaron Rodgers, Mike Tomlin, or both, you know both are going to go when this season's over. And the snap gets away from Rodgers, so he has to chase it down and fall on it at the 18-yard line. Loss of 16, on a bad snap. Very low snap and a bad one. 2nd and 26. Empty set. 139 to... This is embarrassing. Screen pass. caught by Washington, and he'll get 18 of those yards back. 2nd and 8. Before being brought down to 36. Oh, they'll give him 19. 3rd and 7. One back in the backfield. 3 to the right. Rodgers drops back. Snap pass. Caught by Metcalf. He's got the first down. (24-14) in LA. Raiders trying to fight back, but maybe a bit too late with only 7 left. First down this half, 10-2 in favor of Buffalo. But then again, they've basically been doubling up on Pittsburgh this whole game. Handoff to Warren. He finds a seam. Leaps over. First down in the Buffalo territory and down at the 41. Gain of 13. And gain of 12. Shaq Thompson on the stop. Steelers have got to move it. Snap. Rodgers passes bad down, incomplete. Tre'Davious White. Off his elbow. Second and 10 from the 41 of Pittsburgh. Drop back. Going middle, caught. Washington down to the 15-yard line. Gain of 26. No huddle again. Rodgers drops back. He's dropping back further. And he has to get rid of it. Incomplete. Second down. He's looking for Warren on that one. He's looking for Jalen Warren. Where's Freiermuth? Oh, there he is. And finally, one of the quarterbacks has over 100 passing yards. Granted, it's not in a good game, to be honest, for his team. Second and 10 from the 15-yard line. 11:06 left in the game. Drop back. Going over the middle. Where the hell was he going to in that one? Third and 10 with 11:02 left in the clock. They get the snap off. Gonna dump it to Metcalf. Dump it to Gainwell, and he's only gonna get 7. He was down by contact. It's gonna remain Steeler ball, 4th and 2 after a gain of 8. So what do you do? At this situation, if you're Pittsburgh, field goal doesn't do you anything. You got to go for it. 4th and 2 from the 7. On the other hand, failing in this spot doesn't help you all that much. All it does is stick Buffalo in the butt of their own end zone, more or less. Fourth and 2. Ball on the 7. And with the Gainwell, and he's not going anywhere. Turnover on downs. Son of a bitch.
The new iPhone 17 Pro?
Make their holiday wish come true with AT&T. Get iPhone 17 Pro on us when you trade in your old iPhone. Any condition. Most expensive plan not required.
Let's go, boys.
One thing I've noticed about football fans is they all talk while the players can actually hear them.
Proud of you. Looking good. Keep it up.
Loss of 2 on that run by Gainwell. I mean, like I said, it was damn if you do or damn if you didn't if you took the points. And in this case, damn if you didn't.
Could you pass the ball?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Just pass the ball.
Yeah, just
Okay.
Pass it.
It feels good to be heard. It feels good to Geico.
Can we stop hoisting threes, Knicks? And get Yabu off the damn floor.
Cookies and gift wrapping. They made a cute little you.
Best gift ever.
Looks like that on the best gift ever for everyone. And Best Buy. Switch 2. Is it gonna flip? Uh-oh. This messed up.
Get great deals on wow gifts for everyone at Best Buy.
It's bedtime.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Best Buy. Imagine that. Avatar Fire and Ash. In theaters December 19th. And AT&T. Connecting changes everything. Back on a 30-degree day in Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 from the 9. Davis in the backfield. Or that's Cook, excuse me. They hand off to Cook. He makes a cut. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 on that one. Saturday, it's a triple header of NCAA basketball on CBS. Iowa State against Purdue. Louisiana against Indiana. Louisville against Indiana. And Baylor against Memphis.
Record territory for a visiting team running the football in this stadium. One thing that's tried and true through the years when they play at Pittsburgh, they run the football in the Steelers, and they don't let you do it. That's exactly right. There's a pass play.
2nd and 7. Did Knox catch it? Yes, he did. First down. It's 16-yard catch.
To me, Jim, going into this game, they were averaging giving up 364 yards, the most in team history for a Steelers team.
Bullshit.
So rare because Tomlin's such a good coach.
1st and 10 from the 28. Cook in the backfield. Now he's got breathing room to run. Hand off to Cook. He's going to cut to the outside going right. And he's going to get 4.
With a 2.5-game lead over the Bills, the rematch
next game between those two, December 14th at Foxborough. That's going to be big. Let me repeat this. 2 yards on the ground away from the
2nd and 6 from the 32.
in this stadium that opened in 2001. That is crazy. On 2nd and 6.
They're going to hand off to Date. Allen going to dump it to Knox, and he's only going to get 3. 3rd down.
Was set twice, once by Jacksonville in this stadium in 2017, and by Cleveland in this building in 2016. 2, 3, 1. They right now actually are at 230. So 1 yard from tying it, 2 yards from breaking it, and 3 yards.
3rd and 3 from the 35.
With a 2-score game here, I don't expect Josh Allen's legs. Normally I would. I think it's a normal one.
Allen drops back to Johnson. 1st down. Gain of 4.
We got to give Joe Brady a ton of credit. Down 2 tackles, down Kincaid. You can argue 3 of your top 4 offensive players. He has been outstanding today, and he's playing the game that he's seeing play out in front of his eyes.
1st and 10 from the 38 and a half. And off to Johnson, up the gut, towards the outside, a bit to the left, and he's going to get 8. He's going to get 6.
Right now, he does not like that. Look at that. You don't want that record. Terrell Austin, who's
237 yards allowed by the Pittsburgh D, the most in Heinz/Acura, or whatever it's called now, field history. 2nd and 3, handoff, and that adds to the total. It's now 238. Gain of 1. 5.5 minutes left. Boo Birds coming down again in Pittsburgh. Down 16. And I don't think there's a lot of time for the Steelers to try to even attempt to come back here.
He's 14 for 22, 115 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 16 yards is the longest completion he's had in the game. And guess what? It's about winning. That's a huge performance. 3rd and 1 at the bottom, same thing. Timeout call by the Bills. We have a moment. Paramount Plus is the new home of UFC. Starting this January, stream every fight live, which has 1 subscription. UFC on Paramount Plus is on. The Steelers, and it's still not officially over yet. It's still on 16. We're going to stop right here in a pint. Next week, they'll travel to Baltimore. Both teams, if they don't win this one, we'll go into the game at 6 and 6. First place in the division. They played 2 of the last 5 games. Hurricane team here. So next week at Baltimore, we're going to be there for that one. 3rd and 2. If the Bills get 2 more yards on the ground, it'll be the most by a visitor in Pittsburgh. This in Three Rivers Stadium, that would be in 50.
3rd and 2. Hand off to Cook. He's got the 1st down at the gut and in the Pittsburgh territory at the 47.
310 yards versus the Steel Curtain. It's the only game they lost at home that year. This is the 50-year anniversary of the one other Super Bowl championship team for Pittsburgh. The only team getting a beer was Buffalo. And that's the day they ran the football like they are today. And again, it
was the same opponent. Well, that was just outstanding by the right side of the line, left side. I mean, Edwards was awesome on that play, and they've just dominated the interior of the defensive line as well of this team. First down.
And Cook slips and it falls back into Buffalo territory for a loss of 4.
They've played outstanding today. Torrance on the play before that on third down was incredible. Edwards going to go, and McGovern coming back in after the injury. You just saw Anderson. I mean, it's been the difference in the game.
They took 3 off. 3.5 left. Slant pass to Keon and down to the 42. Gain of 7. Maybe 8.
Number 93 of Pittsburgh. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And you saw even on top of it, TJ hobbling to the sideline. This is the one gets flagged here, right there. Stacey.
Flag. And that's going to cost Pittsburgh big time. Another 15-yard penalty. And TJ Watt is limping. That's not a good sign for the Steelers. 3:29 left. Injury timeout. 23-7 Buffalo.
Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and Watch and Tab, all for $0. No trade-in needed.
Have you heard the story? That's about a guy who lives in a Capital One cafe close by. There's no fees or minimum, so your money stays. Most cafes are open all 7 days.
Hey, Baker, what about killing that whole let Baker bake thing? That's what I do. I bake. You don't get it. A lot of people are saying...
He's even in the game.
Show the guys a new celebration. Put it in the oven? Yeah, put it in the oven. Baker, don't put it in the oven. Oh, I'm putting it in the oven. Don't put it in the oven. No, don't shake off the heat. No, do not close the oven door. It's not a conspiracy theory. Nobody seriously thinks I'm out here selling.
When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
Did you know you can get up to 15% cash back Black Friday through Cyber Monday with Rakuten on top of sales? That's huge. What? Oh, I'm sorry.
I get it.
Goes into OT, you're gonna need a big play. Like ordering the triple treat box and using code Pepsi set to get a 2-liter Pepsi for $2. No rules in this overtime.
New CBS Thursday.
Today's the day the king falls. Finally, I get to use my French.
Matlock is all new. CBS Thursday, 9 Central.
Pittsburgh timeout. Watch one on the left side of the screen. It's stepped on right there, and inadvertently by Knox.
First and 10 from the 27. Hand off to Johnson. He's going to get 5. Stroud and Houston win their fourth in a row over the Colts. The Jaguars back on top in the South with a win over the Titans. The Panthers pull up an upset over the Rams. The 49ers win their third straight, permanently keeping Cleveland in the doghouse. 2nd and 5. Handoff to Cook. Looking for a little room to run. He's going to get a small amount, maybe 3.
Including next week at Jacksonville, which could determine the division. Who would have thought? Whichever team was going to lose here today, Tony, was going to move out of the top 7. Sure, but who would have thought that Indianapolis would move into the wild card today? Yeah, just a couple weeks ago, they were the ones. They were the ones. You're exactly right.
Well, everything's to fall apart because of the fibia injury to Jones. It's a fracture, but still an injury nonetheless. 2-minute warning. 23-7, Buffalo. Only the third time this year that the road team is going to come out on top in any of my game calls.
You love a clean slate, almost as much as we do. For 70 years, Cascade has left no mess, no residue, no worries. Cascade, leaving nothing behind since 1955.
It's for you. Do you like it? Come on, Charlie. Use your new door. Come on, let's go. I said go. Let's go. Silly dog. I'm going to trade you for a cat. Red Bull gives you wings.
The new Red Bull Winter Edition with the taste of Fuji apple and ginger. Wings for your winter, with and without sugar.
Ever since we told Jason Kelsey NFL Sunday Ticket is just $48 for new use.
Extra value meals are back at McDonald's for just $5.
Winston, how long have you been with me? Not getting up, Mr. Slade. I want you to think about another job. Mr. Slade, I really need this job. Don't throw me out the street. Knees and stall. Could you bravo standing up? Yes, sir. Fred, the Ladies Auxiliary is having a Christmas party for underprivileged kids tonight. Mrs. Slade wants you to play Santa Claus. Yep.
I hate rainy nights.
Friday deals now live and ready to shop online now. And by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need.
In a big Ring of Honor superstar, Austin Aries going head-to-head with the RWA.
Bills, who are down 7-3 at halftime.
Attention wrestling fans.
And off to Cook, he's not going anywhere.
With this tackle situation coming at the game, he says anything in moderation. Coach can't ruin this game.
Like former WWE star,
We're going to go for it here in a minute. At New England, they're going to try and draw them offside, take time out. But go ahead. But he says, we're not going to sit back. We're going to die trying, and we're going to see if we can manufacture an identity the rest of this race.
Cincinnati, New England, Cleveland, Philadelphia, and the Jets are all there left on the docket for Buffalo. Minute 22 to go. And Buffalo will take their second time out. Like I said, next week for my area, I'm probably getting Pittsburgh versus Baltimore. Others will get Saints Bucks, Dolphins Jets, Colts Jaguars. Game of the week on Sunday on CBS will be Denver against Las Vegas. But it's a Fox doubleheader week, so in my case, either Seattle, Atlanta, or Washington, Minnesota for the 1 o'clocker for me, and Green Bay, Chicago against Green Bay. And they're going to go for the field goal. This from 27. And it's good. That's a nail in the coffin. 26-7 Buffalo. Well, Jets, you managed to keep your slim playoff hopes alive, if only for another week. And it was an edge out over the Falcons. I'm proud of you, but you're not going to last much longer with Tyrod under center. You're going to need a quarterback when we get to the draft. Trust me.
Touchdown, and then on the next series for the Steelers, Bedford came up with an interception. Unheard of. Rudolph had to come in as Rodgers missed some plays after being hit on that strip sack.
And Williams brought down to 28. 1:03 to go in the game.
This has been a microcosm as Mason Rudolph's going to finish the game here for the Steelers of the Steelers season. 40 plays they've had in this game.
Just 40 measly plays and not allowed. You have to warn he's not going anywhere. Second down. Well, he gets one out of it.
Certainly under the microscope, the two tackles. And then he comes over to the likes of David Edwards and thanks his offensive line. They did it for a record day by an opponent in this stadium on the ground.
Rudolph fires.
There's a catch made by Skoranek.
Caught by Skoranek. Third down since he was out of bounds.
Pittsburgh, and then all of a sudden you got to throw it, but just this is why it's going to be difficult if they can't stop people.
25 seconds left. 31-14, Chargers over the Raiders. Handoff. You only get two at best. And that does it. Bills win 26-7 over Buffalo. Over Pittsburgh. Buffalo goes to 8-4, still keeps 2 games behind the Patriots. Pittsburgh drops to 6-6 and are back on the outside looking into the tiebreaker. They don't hold over Baltimore. A little quicker than I expected for this game to end. Allen, 15 of 23 for 123 yards, a rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown, and a pick. Buffalo just basically stomped Pittsburgh without question. 26 first downs to 10, 8 of 15 of third down to 3 of 9, 2 of 2 on fourth downs to 0 for 1, 74 to 43 in terms of plays. 372 to 166 in terms of yards, 123 to 108 in the air, 249 to 58 on the ground. Each team turned over the ball twice, but the key factor, over 40, almost 42, Buffalo held the ball for almost 42 minutes. Buffalo needed this win, no question. They got it. That's it for tonight's game call. I'll be back next week for Green Bay for Chicago against Green Bay. But I'll also be back for the Army-Navy game on Saturday and NXT Deadline. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. I'm Mets2128 for the Aboriginal and Hardcore Sports Networks. Goodbye and good fucking night. Bang. And game fucking over.